Hey everyone, back again. Little update here. Okay, so did a whole ton of phone calls with my bank, ton of phone calls, trying to get a hold of GogglesNMore over the issues that I had. I made several phone calls to both. Uh, my bank, they basically said I filed the claim. My bank gave me the provisional credit. Uh, they contacted the company. The company denied the claim. Uh, the company or the bank asked me for information. I gave information over the phone. They said, okay, cool. And then the company denied the claim again. So my bank is like, okay, you didn't provide us with information, so we're gonna take the money back. I was like, hey, what? So contacted the bank again. They're like, oh, well, we want this information here, here, and here. They wanted information about this, that, and another. And I was like, okay, you didn't ask me that before. You only asked me A, B, and C. You didn't say D, E, F, or any of this stuff. They're like, oh, yeah, okay, fine. So I gave them the information. They went back to the company and gave the company information, and the company's like, no, denied. So they closed my case and said, okay, we're taking back the provisional credit. You have no say in the matter. And I was like, okay, this is BS. I have all the information. I gave you everything. And they're like, well, you didn't do this. And I was like, I can't do this. I've already explained to you that I have returned that item. I sent it back, and you can't do that. And the company, I gave a bad review. I gave a bad review, but it was 100% honest. The company commented saying, no, we contacted you and this and that. We contacted you. You didn't. And I was like, no. You have my phone number. You have my email address. You have my address. You didn't call me. You didn't write me. You didn't email me. None of that. I got one email from the optometrist. I responded. They didn't respond back. Talked with the company again, and they put in that they would contact me. It was escalated. Nothing happened for several days. It was like 4 or 5 days. Called back again. Filed another complaint. They escalated again. Said, oh, we'll get back to you in 24 hours, or 24 to 48 hours. 4 days later, still nothing. So called them back again. I was like, hey, I gave you 4 days. They did nothing. Spoke with them for a very long time, explained everything, and they're like, okay, we're gonna escalate it again. Well, finally today, I got notification that while the bank is taking back the provisional credit, the company is giving me a refund because they realized that they did not send the emails, they merely wrote them. And it's like, okay, so you wrote emails but didn't send them, and then you tried to play it off like all of this, like I did this on purpose. It's like, this is one of those things where you've got, 100, phone bank workers. You've got employees that work for pharmacists, or not pharmacists, but optometrists. You've got employees that work for optometrist offices, and it's like a secondary, under the table job. Like, they're optometrists, but they also moonlight for your company, handling the business. And none of them are actually, filing the paperwork properly. The last person I talked to was a great grandmother. Amazing woman. She's like, I usually work nights. I haven't answered the phone or had to talk with anybody in 3 years, and I've been with this company for 8 years, and all I do is every once in a while I'll get, 1 or 2 emails at night, and that's it. I've never had to do this. I've never had to answer a phone call in these last 3 years. It was such a weird thing because she's like, I haven't logged in to look at this information before because I usually just email or respond to emails. So she had to reset her password and do everything because she hadn't logged in so long that she forgot. And it's like she made sure she took notes on everything. And it's like, if it wasn't for her, I would have not gotten anything back. I would still be fighting it. So I give her all the praise in the world. A great grandmother working her butt off. And the company, GogglesNMore, I don't trust them. I can't trust them. I can't give them a good review. I can't give them anything positive because I spoke with many of their people, and none of them cared to even, give me any kind of respect. It wasn't until this great grandmother, when I had somebody actually listen. I had employees laughing at me, going, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're doing." I had employees going, "Well, if you would have sent us the proper prescriptions, like I sent you a picture of my prescription. I put down all the numbers of my prescription. I'm wearing my prescription." And they gave me all kinds of guff over it. And I mean, this is both that company and my bank. I'm still waiting for a phone call back from a manager because I am filing a formal complaint against the 2 employees that I talked with because they were laughing at me and calling me, all kinds of really mean things and rude things. Like they're like, "You're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about." And it's like, dude, you're a bank customer service representative and you're calling a customer stupid. You're calling a customer an idiot. It's like you don't understand where you're going with this, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be the unemployment line. That's where you're going with this. But again, GogglesNMore, steer clear of them. Unless you're just buying, ski goggles or swimming goggles or plain sunglasses, don't do anything with them. Because hell, don't do anything with them for any of those things anyways, because you can get the exact same stuff on Amazon for like 20 or 30% less. I found 6 items just under the ski goggles that were all available on Amazon for much less. One of them was like $65 for the goggles, but on Amazon they were, what was it? The regular, their big dome ski goggles, 65 on GogglesNMore, and Amazon it was like 40 something bucks. And then there was another pair. It was the sunburst style lens and frame. Everything's all the same, even the same design, everything. It was pretty much like 60% less on Amazon for the exact same make, model, everything. So, I mean, it is what it is. But stay clear of GogglesNMore. They are a fly-by-night company. I mean, they have an address listed for someplace in Florida. Their shipping center is a tire shop in Texas, and all of their stuff comes from Hong Kong, China. So, I mean, I've got I've got all my videos. I recorded every phone call on my computer, so it's all there. So if they want to file suit, I've got all the information saved on my computer, videos and conversations. This is a single party state, and it's like if they're recording me, I'm recording them. That's plain and simple. But again, my bank, when I talk with the supervisor, I'm going to be filing a whole bunch of complaints, and I mean, it's been a rough one. It's been a rough month just trying to deal with this stuff. But finally getting the refund because they realized that they were wrong the entire time, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't understand. We didn't know." Yeah, you didn't want to know. You just wanted me to roll over and take it. It's like, man, I don't do that. I don't just roll over and take it. I'm not that kind of guy.